Hello and welcome to another video here on Pardon My German. And I used to arrive here at this train station for 9 years every single morning because I went to school here in Euskirchen, and every morning we met here at the train station with my friends and classmates from other towns and then go to school together. So welcome to Euskirchen, and in this video it will feature largely the Museum of Industry in this city, but I also want to give you a glimpse of the city center. And if you happen to like the video, then please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Thank you. From the train station, we take a walk into the center of a city which had been nearly completely destroyed in Allied air raids in 1944 and 1945. By the end of the war, only 170 of some 2,400 buildings were still intact. Glad to see that this place right behind me still exists, Café Kramer. When I was in school here, my school, named after Emil Fischer, a chemist who hailed from Euskirchen, was a former boys' school. And there was another school, a former girls' school, Marienschule, St. Mary's. Both schools still exist. And during my time in school, my graduation class, I think we were still like 70% or more boys. And I remember one of our teachers often telling us, guys, you guys should spend more time doing your homework than just hang around in Café Kramer trying to flirt with the girls from St. Mary's. So, place still exists. That's great to see. This little creek, the Feibach, caused a lot of damage during the high water of 2021. Herz, Jesu, the Sacred Heart of Jesus, is the bigger of two Roman Catholic churches in the city center. It was built in the early 20th century. We continue our walk through Euskirchen's fairly big pedestrian area, established in 1974. Some footage from 2022. Marksmen parading through Euskirchen during their annual festival. Marksmen's associations are an important part of communal life in this area. The altar Markt, Old Market Square, was established in the 14th century as a place of trade and social life. This fountain commemorates Euskirchen's history as a city of the textile trade, which leads us to the central piece of this video. On the outskirts of town, in the suburb of Kuchenheim, lies this highly interesting museum. So we're here at the former textile factory Ludwig Müller in Euskirchen, on the outskirts of Euskirchen. And this is really, it was like a hidden gem when the scientists discovered this, because the factory was closed in the early 60s. The owner thought he could continue after a few years, after some difficult time. The better times never came, and so it remained as it had been when he just locked the door. And then 25 years later, people discovered this and they turned it into a museum of history and into a museum of industrial history. And this is a very, very interesting place to go and see, as we will soon see. Built in 1801 as a paper mill, the factory was converted into a textile mill in the mid-1850s and taken over and modernized by Ludwig Müller in 1894. The machinery found by historians in this place dates back to the late 19th and early 20th century, like this willowing machine. This carding set was built in 1913. Most amazing, I found the fact that until its closure in 1961, the factory was not electrified. It was still powered by a steam engine. This cell factor from 1897 was used for spinning. There are still some weaving looms still functioning. Throughout its existence, the Müller textile mill produced wool both for civilian as well as military use. This is a model of the steam engine. If I remember correctly, the real steam engine runs only once a month. There is also an exhibition on the factory's history. Back in the city center, just a few steps from the old market square, lies the old town hall. Dating back to the 14th century, it was destroyed and rebuilt several times. Nearby is the Church of St. Martin, Euskirchen's older Roman Catholic church. A church was first built here around 700. Much of today's church dates back to the 12th century. The tower is a bit younger. It was raised to its current height in 1490. Right next to it stands the Diketurm, the Fat Tower, one of the remaining parts of the city's medieval fortifications. The city wall was built in the 14th and 15th century. Much of it was torn down in the 19th century. It is quite easy to follow the old course of the wall, and we walk past some older parts of the city, like this small market square. This is a fairly large relic of Euskirchen's past. The tower is called Friesenturm, which apparently means the Tower of Fear and indicates it was used as a prison. Finally, the Kallenturm, once located next to a small canal. That's it for now. I hope you enjoyed our little excursion. Thanks for watching and see you again soon. Bye bye.